Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson now. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 36 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, 166. Regular. Sugar. Come. Right.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
Hey, Alabama. Go. Hey, 166. 54. Shadow. Wait, we get.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brady's going to sneak it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. They'll try to sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I've been fortunate enough along the way to see 2-point conversion attempts in all levels of football. That's my first quarterback sneak for a 2-point conversion attempt. That's actually insulting to a defense. I'm just going to tell you straight up, they didn't get this.
I was going to say they were insulting those guys in the middle, though. They stood tall. They won the trench battle.
Yeah, they did. And I think they stared them all the way back to the bench like, are you kidding me? I cannot believe you made that call.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 18. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. John Brown past the 20, 10, 5, and he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
first down. Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Brady now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nikhil Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Adrian Claiborne coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play, but to me it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard, gone.
Play action. It's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Detroit!
Again, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Detroit!
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he steps away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 40 yards.
50.
Brady now on first down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 33 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claymore in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they held him in check on the scoreboard.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Brady to throw. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman from 19 yards away. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will put them on top here in the third. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me, looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He hits White, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Brady, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Terrell Suggs in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Jackson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with a giveaway. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up the first down and not a touchdown.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback line.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on first down. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A good pickup there at 22. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Wait, 20. 80. Go bandit. Shadow.
Now White gets past him at the 10. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And Brady will sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady with 6 seconds remaining. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now here come the Ravens. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.